But let's go back to dental care. Pregnancy also further fucks up your teeth. Weirdly, I never hear anybody talk about that. I never hear anybody. It's just like before you have a baby, but when you're young and you're a young woman, people don't say, don't have a child. It will ruin your life, especially if you don't have help, which people are not even acknowledging that this is a community dynamic. So they're going to say to you the opposite. Go ahead and have a baby. Having a baby fucks up your life. It fucks up your body. It fucks up and it can fuck up your teeth. My teeth seem to age. I had children back to back. It's like my teeth started to decay. My nerves were fucking with me for 2 years straight. I had to get a tooth pulled, pregnant, with no medication. I had a root canal that was, you don't get the root canal fixed. It's so expensive. It will start affecting the teeth next to it. There's a lot that happens. In a 2-year span, it seemed like my teeth aged over a 15-year process. That's what pregnancy did to my mouth, which is just crazy to me. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't complain about things, but I know that there's other people suffering because I see videos on TikTok. I see people talking about this. Shout out to, you know what? I just realized I always see her name, but I never say it. Carissa? I think I said that right. Shout out to Carissa. She makes videos about that all the time. And not only that, dental work is an arm and a fucking leg. It's the cost of a house. So when people, especially, I'm in Atlanta, especially here in Atlanta with these flexers and black people with their credit care and their, CPNs, and they stealing money for borrowing it from here to look like everybody's not crooked. So everybody's not going to go get a fake smile or a fake teeth or whatever that you have to upkeep, on care credit. You feel what I'm saying? On drug money, okay? On, selling weed or whatever the fuck they get their money from. It costs a lot of money to get your teeth fixed. One tooth, just like a little crown or getting a root canal, is like $1,000. Who has that? Who has that? Just laying around, especially if you're a single mother. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just throwing things out. And weirdly, when I would tell the doctors, like, I'm having tooth pain, I had 2 doctors, both when I was pregnant with each of my children. And I went to the first one, and the lady actually chuckled and said, you women just kill me that you guys want to start worrying about your teeth when you're pregnant. Like, she was judging. And this is what the doctor said to me. And I was thinking, like, maybe nobody's worried about their teeth if they don't have teeth pain. Maybe, especially if women, I was pregnant at 23. That's not that young compared to other people age-wise. Mentally, I was young as fuck. At 23, I didn't act 23. I still don't even act my age now. I mean, I do in some ways, but because of the autism, I was very childlike. I was very naive back then. And, and the other doctor is like, that has this, he didn't say that wasn't connected, but he was just like, tooth pain? He kept acting like, and I don't know to this day, I'm not even aware if he was being sarcastic or what, but I'm going to tell you right now, since people don't want to tell you, this is why I do this. Because this is why I say truth seeker and truth speaker up there in my bio. When you get pregnant, especially if you have genetically, like, weak teeth through the family, your teeth are going to get fucked up. Nobody's going to say that to you. Nobody's going to say, oh, don't have a child because it's hard. I don't know why nobody says that. I don't know why nobody says pushing out a baby out your vagina. Nobody talks about that part either. It's like women are just, it's like our period. It's still taboo. People don't want to talk about that either. It's like, it makes me, this is why I was so ill prepared, because nobody told me all of these things. Like, I just ended up there. And in the black community, when you end up there and fuck up your life, people just say, why you do that? Why? Ugh, look at this. Why you know better. Look how old you are. Look at this. Let's jump. Let's bully. Let's talk about. It's exhausting. I'm triggered right now, but we're gonna get off of that. But yeah, and then even as an adult, we suffer from depression. We don't want to get up and do the things to take care of ourselves some days. We were not motivated, stuff like that. So that's why you shouldn't just judge people and say, well, they're just lazy. Like, everybody who's autistic probably heard that their whole life. You're lazy. You just don't want to do stuff. Everybody has a choice. All of that stupid ableist whatever, rhetoric, There was one thing on the list, and I think it says, and I can't quote it verbatim, but it says, not recognizing his or her limitations. And this one right here is very important to me, especially now, because finding out that I am autistic, or realizing that I'm autistic, because I am self-diagnosed, it's made me change things in my life, because based on the research, I've been in a lifelong burnout, and, I've physically been uncomfortable. If anybody knew me before now, like, I've been sniffly lately. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a pollen or whatever. But in my past life, before my self-diagnosis, I would walk around sick all the time. I was always sick. I was always sniffly. I always had a tissue. My eyes were always watering. This was all due to sensory overload, being overly stimulated all the time, always masking. This is what caused it. And since I found out I haven't been sick, I moved away from everybody who was kind of stressing me out. I worked less. That's even very hard to do, deciding to work less, especially when you are the head of household and the only, financial provider of your family. It's a part of your diagnosis to take it easy. It's a part of you, that's why it's a disability. You're not supposed to be working all them long hours.